Hi everybody, welcome to my new series here on YouTube called The 12 Days of Destinations. So right now I am filming this in January of 2025, and I actually came up with this idea for this series at the end of last year because I saw that a lot of YouTubers were doing Vlogmas and I just thought it was really cool. But also with my busy flying schedule, I was like, there is no way that I would be able to film, edit, and upload every single day for the month of December. So I started brainstorming and I was trying to think of a cool series that I could do towards the end of the year. So I came up with the idea to film one extra video per month and then to compile all of them together into a series at the end of the year. So this is my own take, I guess you could say, on virtual time travel, and I feel like it's going to be pretty cool to look back at these videos at the end of the year and just see how many different things throughout my life have changed. So without further ado, let's get into the series. This is video 1 of 12 and it is January. Good morning, everyone. As you can see here, of course, Miss Luna wanted to say hello as well. So right now we are experiencing some freezing cold temperatures here in Colorado. I am currently heading out to Philadelphia for my reserve block on call. I was honestly worried about flights potentially canceling, so I took a really early flight out, hoping to beat the oncoming blizzard, which thankfully I did. I just finished getting ready for work and I am about to head out the door and go to the airport because, to absolutely no one's surprise, I did get called for a trip today. So I am really glad that I flew in yesterday and was able to escape that really big cold front that came through Denver. However, you know what is something that no one can ever escape? The Luna tornado. Oh my goodness, Luna. Oh wait, here we go. I just love throwing those Luna spinning tornado videos in there. I just think she is so cute. But anyway, let's head to the airport and have a great day of flying. I just got to the airport. I have 2 flights today. I am going from, oh my gosh, I can't remember. Oh, yes, that's right. Okay, I'm going from Philadelphia to DFW, and then from Dallas, we are going to San Diego. So Philly to DFW, DFW to San Diego. I have not had a long San Diego layover in years. The last time I had a long layover there was before I even had my YouTube channel. So this will be my first time taking you guys to San Diego for a long layover. I've had short ones, but never a long one with enough time to go out and explore, and I'm definitely looking forward to going somewhere hopefully warmer than it is here in Philly and in Colorado. I'm going to head to my gate, work these flights, and I will catch up with you guys later. Before working my flights, I knew I had kind of a long day ahead of me, so I needed to grab some lunch. Today, I decided to eat chicken fried rice, then it was time to work my flights. I just got to my hotel in San Diego and man, I am exhausted. Today was a good day, but it was also a really long day. You guys, this was the longest Philly to Dallas flight that I have ever had. And I've done that flight so many times. It was 4.5 hours long. It was supposed to be like a little over 3 hours, maybe 3.5, but we had such a headwind going that it just took forever. And then when we were on our descent, we had to, I guess, like work with other aircrafts and like zigzag, and so that way we could, like, you know, have room to land and whatnot. And oh my gosh, it just took so long. It was just such a long flight. And then we went from Dallas to San Diego, and that flight was 2.5, 3 hours long, but I am finally here. We made it safe and sound, so that's what matters. But wow, it was definitely a long day. This hotel room is really cute, so let me show you guys around. We have the bathroom in here. Look at that gorgeous shower. And then we have a nice big mirror right here with a lot of counter space and the sink. And then here we have the actual room. I'm pretty sure that's a king size bed. It is so spacious. This is honestly such a big hotel room. And then there's the TV right there. After I filmed this clip, I was so tired, I immediately went to sleep. So good night and good morning, San Diego. I just finished getting dressed and ready for the gym. I was so exhausted last night that after I washed my face, brushed my teeth, and was getting ready for bed, I just completely knocked out. So clearly I really needed the sleep, but I'm feeling much better today, much more rested, and just ready to take on the day. Since this is such a long layover, our pickup is not until 9:30 p.m. tonight because we are working the Redeye back to Philadelphia. Anyway, I'm like losing my train of thought. What I was saying is, since this is such a long layover, I definitely want to get in a good workout before we go out and explore San Diego. I just need to throw my hair up, probably put a sweatshirt on because it's actually kind of cold outside. It's like 50 degrees Fahrenheit, which is not that cold for a lot of people, but that's cold for me. All right, I am going to throw on my Colorado sweatshirt, funny enough, but this is the one that I brought with me that has like snow on it and whatnot since it's so cold in Colorado right now. Anyway, I'm gonna wear this to the gym. We're gonna go get in a good workout and then we can get ready to explore San Diego. I just came back to my hotel room to get ready for the day. My workout was great, but my stomach is growling now because all that I ate before I worked out were some strawberries, which they're really good, but definitely not enough to obviously make me full for the day. And I really like to eat fruit before I work out because I don't like to feel heavy, like with a big meal before I work out, but now I am so hungry. So I think that's the first thing I want to go do today is find a place to eat some brunch, and then we can get out and go do some sightseeing. For the day, I just put on some jeans, my tennis shoes, and this long sleeve shirt, but I think I'm gonna put my sweatshirt on too, just because it's a little chilly out and I would rather be too hot than too cold. I am officially ready to go out and about.
Where did the time go? How do we move so far away? Holding on, how much can we both take?
I'm at breakfast now. I'm sorry if you can't hear me. It's pretty loud in this restaurant, but I am so excited to eat because now my stomach is growling so loud. I ordered the scramble and I added some maple sausage to it and cheddar cheese. So it should have like veggies and potato and toast, and oh my gosh, I'm just so excited. I love breakfast food. Breakfast food is like one of my favorite meals of the day. Whenever you go out to eat for breakfast, what do you usually get? I feel like I always get an egg scramble or an omelet and sometimes avocado toast. And what was nice too is even though this place was really busy, since it's just me, I only had to wait like 10 minutes to get my table. My breakfast was absolutely fabulous. It was exactly what I was looking for. So now that I've eaten, I wanted to get out and walk around and enjoy the sunshine. So the first thing I'm going to do is I noticed that there was this unique looking bookshop that was only about a 10-minute walk away from the place that I ate breakfast. So I'm gonna check that out first, and then I'll probably take an Uber down to, I think it's called Seaport Village and Balboa Park, because those are also two places that I want to see today. So stop one. Oh my gosh, my hair keeps like flying into my mouth because of the little bit of wind. But anyway, so stop one is the bookshop. Okay, so change of plans. The bookstore that I was wanting to go to was actually inside a public library, but for some reason the library wasn't open, the doors were locked, and nobody could get in. So anyway, obviously I'm not gonna go there, so I took an Uber to Seaport Village, which is somewhere that I have never been before. I looked it up, it's like an outdoor shopping area, and we're really close to the water. So I'm gonna go walk out by the marina, see some of the boats, and just, I don't know, maybe walk around and shop a little bit. It's gonna be a nice afternoon.
I can't hear what you're saying. My life is an echo. I can't hear what you're saying. Strong legs run brighter. That makes us two fighters. What I'm asking
came back to my hotel room just to chill for a few minutes, regroup, and I think the last thing that I want to go do today is take an Uber to Balboa Park. There's a few other things that I would have loved to have done today, one being going to the San Diego Zoo, and then I also would love to go to Coronado Beach and La Jolla Coves. However, I just don't have time to do all of that today because since I'm working the Redeye back tonight, I need to make sure that I give myself enough time to also take a nap before I have to go to work. But while I was at Seaport Village, I did buy two things. I bought some candy. So I bought these sour strawberries. These just looked so good. And honestly, I know it's not the healthiest, but I like to have a little bit of candy with me when I work these red-eye flights because they genuinely help me stay awake. And then Eric's favorite candy is like sour strips, like the sour belts. So I got him these strawberry sour belts. So hopefully he really likes these. I did see some sweatshirts and stuff there that I liked, but the cheapest sweatshirt I found was like $70 and I just couldn't get myself to do it. I was like, I have enough clothes. I don't need to spend that much money on t-shirts and sweatshirts. I want to grab my phone because I want to see how much I have walked today. I feel like I have walked so much and I'm about to go to the park and walk around even more. So I definitely think I'm gonna get an Uber to Balboa Park instead of walking there. Oh wow, yeah, it's right now it's 1:30 p.m. and I have already walked 10,280 steps, which is good because I genuinely like to really tire myself out on these layovers so that way I'm actually tired enough to sleep before I have to go work my red eye, because if I lay in bed all day, I'm not gonna be tired enough to sleep. So I'm going to order my Uber right now to Balboa Park and then we can go walk around there. I just got to Balboa Park and the weather was chilly this morning, but honestly now that the sun is out and it's midday, oh my gosh, it is absolutely beautiful out. It feels like the perfect temperature to be walking around. The sun is shining and it's just a beautiful day. Balboa Park is absolutely stunning. I feel like you could genuinely spend an entire day there because there's so many of these museums that you can go into, and I definitely would have loved to have done that, but I just did not have time for it today. But I do feel like with my limited time for this layover, I was still able to do a lot. And now I have other things to look forward to when one day I'm sure I'll get another layover here. But I'm now back at my hotel room and I'm getting ready. I'm gonna take a shower and take a nap, but I picked up dinner to eat on the plane tonight and I got this steak salad. I like to have salads on these red eyes because I don't really like to eat anything super heavy on the plane, and so I thought this would be a good thing. I'm gonna throw it in the fridge, take a shower, and then I'll take my nap. But today has been such a fun day. I definitely want to try to get more layovers here, especially in the springtime and the summer. Good evening, everybody. So I am obviously awake from my nap now. To be quite honest though, I did not sleep as much as I would have liked. I just laid there for a while. I was tossing and turning, and then I did eventually fall asleep, and then of course I was in like a really deep sleep when my alarm went off. I was in the middle of a dream. I can't remember what that dream was now, but I know I was in the middle of a dream when my alarm did go off. So yeah, I'm just hoping that it doesn't hit me later and I'm not like absolutely exhausted. But anyway, I feel like a reason too why I couldn't fall asleep is because this might sound silly, but I genuinely feel like a kid on Christmas Eve because it is the eve of the release of Onyx Storm, which is book 3 in the Empyrean series. Book 1 is Fourth Wing, book 2 is Iron Flame, and then the third book is Onyx Storm. And if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know how much that series means to me, how much I love that book series. And so I've just been like really highly anticipating the release of this book. And I'm just so excited that the day is like finally here. and I just was like, I couldn't sleep because I just kept thinking of like theories and like thinking of things that I think are gonna happen in the book. I don't know, I'm just so excited for it that I literally couldn't sleep. So right now it's like I'm speaking to my future self. I really hope that I enjoy the book. But tonight we just have one flight. We are going from San Diego back to Philadelphia. I think we take off around 11 p.m. and then we land back in Philadelphia at 6:45 or 7 a.m. and then I'm taking a 9 a.m. flight from Philadelphia to commute home to Denver. So I gotta get going, but we're gonna have some safe flights and I will talk to you guys later. Okay, we are back in the present time now. Right here, this is definitely Luna's favorite spot on the bed. Big stretch because she can lay down right here and then there's a window right here for her to look out to. You are so cute, Miss Loons. It was so fun for me watching this video and this footage 10 months after I had filmed and done all the editing for it. Obviously, so much has changed. Like at the time that I filmed this, I was on reserve in January in Philly. We were in the old house that we used to live in. This was before I transferred to Dallas. And at the time, it's when I was commuting from Denver to Philly. So it's just crazy to think how much can really happen within the span of less than even 1 year. To close things out, we're gonna do a question of the vlog. Today's is from Scott, and Scott has been a subscriber to my channel literally since day one. I think before I even had like 10 subscribers. So thank you, Scott, for being here literally from the very beginning. And he asks, will I keep my other channel? So a while ago, I did create a second channel called Julia Jean, and this one was mostly focused on book and lifestyle content. I have since not really uploaded anything on that channel at all, and I think I will still leave it there, but I will not be posting on it. There's a few different reasons for that. One, I was starting to feel like reading was becoming a chore. Like I was reading to be able to create videos and to create content for that channel as opposed to just reading for pure enjoyment and like for the hobby of it that I love. And two, it just became way too stressful for me to keep up with that channel, with my Jetting Julia channel, with brand deals and sponsorships that I'm doing, and also working as a flight attendant while also trying to just live a normal day-to-day life, you know, like do things that I enjoy, like working out, cooking, spending time with Eric and Luna. I just felt like my whole life was revolving around content instead of the content revolving around just things that I enjoy and my life in general. Which is why on my Jetting Julia channel, like I really want to incorporate like my reading and my lifestyle and all of that kind of stuff into my videos just as it is, because I have always been a big preacher that your job is not your life. You work to be able to live the life that you want. You do not live to be able to work. So I do not want my channel to just be 100% solely flight attendant content, because I am not 100% solely a flight attendant. Like I am Julia, I am a daughter, I am a dog mom, I am someone who loves to work out, I am a girlfriend, I am a flight attendant, I am a traveler, I am a reader. Like this is kind of going off on a whole different like tangent, but as a whole, as people, we are so much more than just our job titles, and I really want to showcase that on my channel as well. Like my channel has never solely 100% been flight attendant content, and it never will be. But anyway, that is going to conclude today's video. I hope that you guys really enjoyed it and that you're looking forward to the next video in my destination series. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, because I would love to see you again in all of my future content. I hope that you're having a fantastic day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!